What's up, all you vapors? It's Don with Vape 30. This time I'm going to be bringing you the Mutation XS Mini by Indulgence. This is an older RDA, I understand that, but this is the best RDA I've used for flavor tasting. Okay, not so much for clouds. For that I go for my Velocity, but for flavor tasting, you cannot beat the Mutation XS. I know there's the Mutation version 4, and that is good too, but you can't beat the XS. You get some spit back, but not too much. Anyways, I'll go into that in the review. Let me shut the fuck up. I will bring you the unboxing to the Mutation XS. I'm going to put a build on it, and then we're going to go ahead and vape it and let you know my pros and cons to the whole RDA. Okay, so this is the unboxing of the Mutation XS Mini. Signature edition from Project Subohm. We'll show you that later on. Look around the box. Indulgence, Mutation XS. Alright, mark the RTA is black inside. Thank you for choosing the Indulgence Mutation XS by Unisig. Bunch of other crap, like their official seal. And it is made in China. Designed in California, what the fuck ever. Alright, so let's go ahead and open it up. First, we have a flyer. Mutation XS. Looks like everything that can be done with the Mutation. Yeah, whatever. And then notice. Put that to the side. Okay, we have a bag full of goodies like usual. We have the O-rings, extra O-rings, another Delrin drip tip. Smaller pocket, looks like it could be for the 510 connection, drip tip, 510 drip tip. Phillips head screwdriver, some screws, and then you'll see your plastic pieces which you could fit in your bottom airflow. I'll show you that later on too. Alright. Then you have your RDA. Project Subohm design. Got it for about 18 bucks off Vapor DNA, like I was saying, it was on sale. I like that design. Drip tip, 11 millimeters, single O-ring. Don't mind my fingers. Alright. Then we have the airflow adjuster. Now this, it's obviously got a single O-ring still. Big wide hole at the top. It's got cutouts though. So for the side airflow, if you got a dual coil, you can open up both sides. Or for your single coils, you rotate it and you just have one side open, the other side's closed off. We'll show you that on there later. It's pretty good machining. It's not really that sharp. Not bad for an $18 RDA. Okay, now we'll show you the sleeve. You have 9 holes on one side, they're 2 millimeters wide, and 9 holes on the other side. You can close them off to your convenience. I'll show you that later. And then you have your bottom airflow that comes up through the coils on the bottom. Inside, same thing, nice machining. No burrs. Okay, now you have your deck, what we've been waiting for. Alright. So 4 Phillips head screws, 4-post design, 2mm holes, pretty big. I could put my 24 gauge wrapped around with 30 gauge wrapped over Clapton coil in there with no problem. I did run into a problem when I put my 26 gauge quad twisted in there. It was tight. You have a 5mm juice well, 3 airflow holes on the bottom for taste. The first airflow is 1.5 millimeters, second is 2 millimeters, and the third is 3 millimeters. People say they leak a lot. I have not had any leaking issues with it, as long as you paint on the coils. Don't try to drip in or fill up your juice well or drip too much too fast where it's going to leak into the holes and out the side airflow. Okay, I use this strictly for tasting, so I don't put that much on here at one time anyways. I have my Velocity Mini for clouds. Then you have the airflow here. Now you have a dual O-ring on here. What I would be careful of is, as you can see, I've only had it a few days. I've used it only a handful of times, and the O-rings are already starting to wear down just from this bottom piece, trying to put it on. If you don't put it on carefully, it goes on easy, but if you try to throw it on there too fast, you got a problem. Alright, the bottom, Mutation XS N72, California designed. The 510 screw, connection screw, is adjustable. I never have to do that though, because I love the spring loaded 510 connections. So let me put this back together and I'll show you the airflow plugs. So like I was saying, for single coil, that's what it's in right now. 9 airflow holes open, other side's closed. And then all you do is turn the top. You can close off the airflow as much as you want. This is side airflow for the clouds. It's pretty good cloud chucker as well. Both of them are closed. Let's go ahead and keep turning. Open, open, dual airflow. And then keep going. You can close it off. Halfway, halfway on the other side. Alright, self-explanatory. Now for the bottom. So you can either go, if you want, you can go straight bottom for straight taste, or you can go straight sides by putting in this piece right here. Comes with 4 of these. Okay, so what I find best, go ahead and take off the outer ring or the sleeve. Put it in. We can block the airflow off. Put the sleeve back on. Okay, and then it's blocked off. You can still adjust the top airflow as needed. The bottom one will stay blocked off. Okay, so that brings you an up close unboxing of the Mutation XS. I'm gonna go ahead and put a build on here for you. I'll show you how I do that, and then we will vape on it. I'll bring you my pros and cons, and we'll talk about it. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I build on the Mutation XS. Here's what I got. Am I ready to work with? I have a pre-made, one that I already made, 24 gauge, wrapped by 30 gauge Clapton. Okay, let me place the coil inside. Now, I've seen them done a lot. I like to do it myself. Just use another, whatever you wrapped it around, that screwdriver. Go ahead and wiggle it in place, bend the wire. Try to put it over the airflow holes. And then I'll just hold it there. Tighten it down. Okay, so I got one post tightened down. I'm going to go ahead and make sure it's straight first. Make sure it's not hitting any of the metal. Alright, it's over the airflow holes. Go ahead and hold that there. Tighten the negative post down. Okay. Make sure it's completely tight. Alright, and there you have it. So we'll go ahead and pop it on the mod now. I'm going to use the RX200. Alright, I have it on the RX200. Let me go ahead and turn it up to... No, that's fine. I'm going to go back down to 75 watts. Start pulsing it. Oh, it's firing pretty good. It's reading at 0.48 ohms. I'm going to go ahead and touch it up just a little bit. Yeah, actually that's right where I want it already. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. I'm going to cut the other ends, the other sides, get them close. Give this a second to cool down. Take my cotton. I'm going to go ahead and cut. It's Japanese organic. Obviously, I buy online because I'm stationed in Korea right now. When I get back to the States, I'll probably buy one of those big organic cotton ball things. It'll do just fine. Either one does fine. Now for this, you're going to want to make sure you peel the thin layer. There's a thin layer on each side. Go ahead and peel that off to start with. It's like a hard, thin layer. There we go, you see it? Coming straight off. And then go to the other side. Same thing. I'm not going to need all this either. Save half of that for another coil. There's Mutation, because I only use it for tasting and I don't fill up the juice well. I don't use a lot of cotton to tuck that much. Just rolling it, get it started. Alright, we got it through. Go ahead and move it back and forth. Make sure it gets nice and loose inside. You want it to be able to soak up the juice. If you can't soak up the juice, you're just going to have a dry cotton. Alright. I have like OCD, gotta make it look alright. From here, all I do is take it, flip it up around, tuck the rest in. Make sure it's in the juice well, it's not over the airflow holes. And there you have it. Quick and easy. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of juice on there. For this one, I'm going to be putting some banana pudding on from Dr. Creamy's. One of my favorites. Kind of let it soak in for a minute. Like I said, you don't want to put too much, otherwise you're going to be dripping into the holes. Okay. And there she is. We got her wicked up. Coils are decent. It was firing how I wanted to. So I just left it alone. You pull this off, make sure I put it on single coil. I like putting half of the airflow closed off up top and all of it open on the bottom. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring it up. We'll vape on it and I will give you my pros and cons to the Mutation XS. Okay, that was the Mutation XS Mini by Indulgence. What do I think? I like it. I've always used it for tasting. I'm gonna keep using it for tasting. It's one of the best out there that I can think of right now. Pros, definitely the airflow. You can close it off as much as you want. You can open it up as much as you want. You can chuck clouds. You can have all flavor. It's up to you. It's however you like it. There's so many options for airflow. You can also change out your drip tip. You got different colors out there, different styles. Plus, look at how it looks. It's pretty sleek on the RX 200 or the VTC Mini or any other mod you use it with. Alright, cons. I have two that I can think of. You can't just drip normally. Every time you have to open it up and you have to paint the wick. If you drip normally, you're going to get it in the airflow holes. And if you do, it's going to leak out the sides. That's one con. Second con is it is kind of tough. Unless you start learning how to work with it, it's tough to build on. It's smaller, it's a mini, like anything else. It is tough to build on. But once you get the hang of it, I mean, it's the go-to tank. You can't, not a tank, it's a go-to RDA, especially for tasting. You can't beat it. Still chucks the clouds like crazy. So that's it. That is my review of the Mutation XS Mini. Alright, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe below. Put your comments. Let me know what I should review next. And as always, live free and vape on.